dismembered animal bodies could count as proof. Peace begins at the dinner table with what you put into your body on a daily basis. Good people don't talk about kindness, they practice it. They don't pray about love, they actually give it. I know you have the capability of understanding right from wrong because you hate people who harm children. Why not despise people who harm animals? It's hypocritical. Why protect one and violate the other when neither one wants nor deserves the abuse? They just wish it would end. Stop praising the innocence in children and then ignoring and making fun of the innocence in animals. And stop claiming that humans are the only ones who are rational and aware, and that animals operate on instinct only. Let me explain something to everybody. Breathing is instinctive, and that's the only instinctive thing that animals do. Everything else is a thought attached to an action. It's not an accident that animals can build a home and return to their home, that they care for their babies, or find shade on a sunny day and seek warmth when it's cold, figure out when to sleep and stay awake, locate water to drink, fly in a V formation, hide when they don't want to be seen, and defend their territories. All these actions prove that animals are rational and aware. Sadly, the human animal is the only animal that spends the majority of time not thinking. Eating 2 hamburgers at Burger Ranch on a daily basis is not rational thought. But this isn't a competition of intelligence or awareness. This is about justice. When we were kids, each and every single one of us, when our parents or our grandparents sat us down and read us a story, that story was about animals. To this day, every children's story revolves around the animals. And when that story was read to us, we smiled and giggled uncontrollably. We even mimicked the noises the animals made. We wanted to play with them so badly, not have someone shove a knife in their throat and cut them up into pieces. What happened along the way? Who stole your compassion, your empathy, your heart, and your conscience? All I'm asking you to do is something normal and natural. Eat what comes from the earth, what the ground pushes up, what the trees drop down and give us. Every vitamin, mineral, and nutrient that exists, protein, calcium, iron, potassium, all the B vitamins, they have an original source, and it's not the animals. I know you're aware that people eat animals after the animals have already eaten things that come from the earth. People eat cows after the cows have eaten up all the grass and some of the soil. Then we ship them to a feedlot, feed them most of our corn, wheat, oats, and soy. Then we take more of the corn, the wheat, the oats, and the soy. We shove it down the throats of pigs, chickens, and turkeys. Stop filtering your nutrients through somebody else's body. It's irrational. Go to those sources directly. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. These things cannot harm you, cannot cause a disease, and more importantly, they harm no one else in the process. But when we consume what walks and what flies and what swims, that's abnormal. Where does everybody think diseases come from? Broccoli? Asparagus? Blueberries, strawberries, peaches, nectarines, grapes, bananas, avocados. All of our main diseases, heart attacks, and strokes. Most of the cancers, prostate cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer, ovarian cancer, pancreatic cancer, kidney disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, high blood pressure, obesity, asthma, ADD, and autism. All this stuff stems from meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. And Dr. T is coming up after me. He's going to talk about this in great detail. Now, I want to condemn the dairy industry a little more today, because when it comes to of cruelty, I think there's more cruelty in a glass of milk than a steak. Most hamburger meat on this planet comes from the dairy industry, because when cows can't give huge amounts of milk after 3 to 7 years, right to the slaughterhouse, no exceptions. If ever given a chance, cows can live to be 18 to 25. And cows are like all female mammals. They can only produce and give milk during or after pregnancy. So once a year, every cow on every dairy farm is raped. A long steel device shoved in their vagina to inject her with bull semen. Well, they do it with a bare hand sometimes. Got to get that milk flow going. And after she gives birth, her newborn baby is stolen from her. A couple months later, repeat the process all over again. So now we're down to baby